Watch out for moving objects. They may collide with the trailer. You may get hurt if you're not being careful. You've been knocked out. But what bad intentions could an object possibly harbor? Knocked out. Okay. I like how I got the little animation to the side of the head, too. The counterfeiters. So I got an achievement for breaking it twice.
It's our two distinguished guests. Welcome to the dwelling of the Dromeses. Well, I'm also just passing by. Yes, I enjoy the air here. It's rather sweet. Full of the fragrance of life.
Oh, so she likes the smell of shit.
Yes.
My apologies, you always talk about the I'll stop myself.
Thank you, Mr. Don Hong.
Voiceover. Oh, thank you.
Oh, this child looks hungry. Since you are here, do you two want to try feeding the Dromeses? Their feed is dry red soil and it's very clean. There is some over there. Since it's your first time feeding, just a small piece will do. Of course, but it's very bitter and hard to digest.
Freshly sizzling steak. Oh, the food. Oh, so much talk about food.
It looks very happy. Perhaps you could try petting it? It seems to enjoy it a lot. You get along very well with the Dromes. It makes me envious. Me? No thanks. It's all right. Please don't misunderstand. When you helped Akama, you already showed ample goodwill. It's just that I am not too good with social contact, regardless of whether it's with people or with these children. So please don't take it to heart.
People or these children? She referred to the Dromeses as children.
Would you two like a photo with this child? In that case, I might be able to help. Yes, it is an interest of mine. No problem. problem. Please place the photo stone on the ground. What beautiful colors! It's very cute. The aperture, exposure index, and preset filter. Although it looks different on the outside, it actually has the same internal structure. There won't be any issues.
Yeah, her to me.
All right,
place.
get into position. And we're done. I hope that you like it. My apologies. It's just personal preference. I like black and white photos. If it bothers you, I can take another photo. I'm glad that I could help. Then, I'll take my leave now. Please continue playing with the Dromasis.
There's even a stand-in photographer in the script? Why are you speaking like a Stellar on Hunter all of a sudden? She avoided having physical contact with others. These crisis areas all have wildly different personalities. In comparison, final one seems like the most normal one. New message. Oh, we're getting messages! Hello, Danny. How's Memorial Market looking to you guys? Plenty of interesting people. And things. It's nice as long as you enjoyed yourself. The baths have also returned to their original bustling state from before. Once you're done walking around, you can find us back in the Royal Palace. Hagley has prepared a huge gift for you. We have some side quests to finish. Leave a set of letters with you. We've just been frantically putting this together. We must let Bikini hear our story to avoid pesky interference from the aristocrats and their parents. These letters form our best shot at providing evidence, and they'll recount justice and love in our stead. I want to give them to you as someone who witnessed everything. When the time is right, please, can you publicize these letters? Or else, if anything should ever happen to us, at least let us serve as inspiration for playwrights out there. Oh my god. Please don't joke about that. Phew. I can finally wear the eagle blood necklace that you gave me out public. It feels so good not having to hide things anymore. Just look how happy you are. It's getting late. We have to hit the road now before we're discovered. Oh, you know this is gonna be. Better say goodbye now. Hope to see you again sometime in the future. Keep slaying those monsters. I will keep her safe. After all, now is just the beginning of our happiness together. Yeah, I don't know about that. Love you, time of black tide. Nympha, if the gods would grant me
Let's go touch a Dromasis!
scouring the city. I'm pretty sure there's some spots left to...
Looks good.
Ah, you also like drummers? Then consider... You've been released.
If someone deceived by lies speaks, is what they say a lie as well?
Start by asking yourself that.
Drink 10 vats of water every day, and Fagusa, bless you.
It's about time you do some exercise.
Ma'am, this item of yours is new. Completely new, there's no doubt about it.
That's impossible. This is an heirloom that's been passed down by my ancestors. Where's Theodoros? Get him over here to take a look.
Although I'm not as experienced at doing appraisals as he is, I'm very confident about this. If you don't trust me, you can take it elsewhere for a second opinion. Or I can burn it for you. You'll be able to tell once you smell it.
No way! You can't burn my family heirloom!
Hey, Cosini. What do you do? Well, you still hope to meet a Paean in 16 minutes. Just got home from class, right home. Training for the day you gotta take on Cobra Kai. What are you guys doing for dinner tonight? Pizza Hut. You guys don't have IKEA, but you have Pizza Hut. To be honest, there are no Pizza Huts around here. There's like one Domino's up the highway, which sucks. I probably have not had Pizza Hut in like 25 or 27 years. I've consumed more of their advertising than I ever did of their pizza. Papa John's and McDonald's. Yeah, I haven't had Papa John's since I lived in Pennsylvania, so again, 20 years. 20-ish years. We had Papa John's out there. There are no Papa John's around here.
Oh, grab some fresh fruit.
I think there'll be an achievement for eating all the fruit.
Oh, grab some fresh fruit.
Talking about pizza, I am hungry. I was talking about this earlier. I got hungry again because I had some rolls at the Chinese place tonight. But like always with that kind of Asian food, Japanese, Chinese, if you don't overdo it, you leave feeling full, but not not gross. But then some time later, you're kind of hungry again. Kind of reached that point I could do for a slice of pizza or something.
Oh, grab some fresh fruit. A balanced diet is the key to a strong and...
Alright, we just started a little breadcrumb trail. Her daughter and son-in-law left the city and never came back.
This embroidery style really suits you. Which type of fabric do you prefer?
I told her to learn a craft. And so she can't. That's what I thought might happen.
Does it really work?
Was an open world game with lockpicks and a thief's ability tree, you might be able to reveal if there was any balance koi stashed within. It's like a Skyrim reference. Or Elder Scrolls, you know?
A pillow for sleep, a curtain for dreams, all born from memories inside.
all the optionals. I can't believe we've had 9 hours of like slow burn world building interaction with people. I'm not even bored with this. It didn't feel tedious. It was kind of cool. So we've been as far as there, but we know there's another place further on the other side of that, and then eventually that. I think that really is the Titan up there. It's not a statue. Probably gonna take a while, but I think eventually we're gonna make our way up
Hey,
there.
are you in the forum?
Forum? Which one?
The one about the rosy celestial maiden? It's getting more popular by the minute. I don't see you in there yet. Hurry up! It's filling up quickly.
I've got a strange feeling about this. I hope it's not what I think it is.
Your outfits, who exactly?
Warriors from a forum.
Brave warriors. Pardon me. I didn't expect you to be interested in such social affairs, but sure thing. Please, take out your teleslate. I'll help you connect to Akuma's World Round Web.
World Round Web. Actually, online discussion forum. Lord.
Got it. Please take a look.
Just as I said, the rosy celestial maiden doesn't resemble someone from Amphorius no matter what. And there are so many wonders. You won't see an Amphorius in that photo stone. A world of snow, countless small boats in the sky, splendorous skyscrapers. The world beyond the sky is real. Her hair was pink, and she wore a short blue blouse, and her eyes were as the sea, reflecting the light of sun. Talking about March. So 2 people so far have handled our phones. Or March 7th's camera. Her hair was pink, and she wore a short blouse. Her eyes were the sea, reflecting the light of sunset. Is this Sierra-Lace not Mendocino Avatar? Lady Agilia is Ministry's ambassador. Nonsense, I already said the rosy celestial maiden isn't from Amphorius. She's from beyond the sky. I'll admit that I have a great many unofficial historical records, but the skyship calamity is not an apocryphal tale. It's a tragedy that really happened. No one can pass the sky dome while Aquila maintains their baleful gaze. After all, it's questionable if any world beyond the sky even exists. Even the existence of the rosy celestial maiden is in dispute. Rosy celestial maiden. That's like Himiko with the red hair. I still have a few attires made by Lady Agilia herself. I believe. I hope I can make the rosy celestial maiden's acquaintance with those supreme garbs as a gift. I told you I saw it with my own eyes, really. Then I saw Nicodor and Kefale clasping hands in a gesture of peace with my own eyes. My dear explorer, you're speaking drivel. You must have been deceived by Zagreus. My dear explorer. Alright, so the one guy we encountered was an explorer. Speak with honesty, and you treat me like this, fine, so be it. I'll prove the existence of the world beyond the sky through my own means. Just watch me. I will soar to the world beyond the sky. Even if I risk my own life, I'll find the rosy celestial maiden and silence you all. Oh boy. Oh no. Must be him. He must have opened the album and saw the photos that March 7th previously took. March 7th has now become a celestial maybe. That's besides the point. There are more than 100 people in here, although no one believes what the mind, whatever his name is, Demonius, is saying now. We don't know what he'll do next. If the situation gets out of control, the consequences may be disastrous. Mankind's greatest enemy, social media.
Okay.
Devs are aware.
There seem to be more guests in the Grand Baths lately.
Okay, here's good enough.
The essence of the...
Maybe you think something to repair over here. Laps around the palace.
A stroll clears the mind, just as exercise clears the body.
Grove of Epiphany? Tell me about it. Sure, a long time ago, as it is, for a scholar that masses and built a garden, grove where the bower drift with Byzantines who sees divine shell. Garden Grove later became the Grove of Epiphany, an academy where people devote their minds, sought knowledge, and invoked enlightenment. A sanctuary where academia embraces inclusivity and tunes with diversity. And in Forest, people even refer to these structured and influential academic groups as schools. And I belong to the Anarchist School, one of the 7 in the Grove. They're proficient in practical study of physical and mental activities. Therapists pursue limits of humanity and physical training and competitive activity, and also exercise high prowess and felling your opponents in battles of which felling. That's right. Like Storm felling a great tree, hand clutching a slate, punching a hole through your opponent's fallacious argument. Of course, it's okay even if you're not carrying a slate in that time. Our lessons also include improvised close-quarters combat with weapons and hand-to-hand fighting, where students are well-equipped for any situations thrown at them. Knowledge is indeed power. Exactly. You're perfect for our school. If you're interested, you get out of this. Sure. That probably opened up a quest line down the line, too. What is good to have? They go around talking. Because lots of these little quests are hidden dialogue and they only help us up. You laid the foundation, built mountains, and became the land. Show your reverence and sincerity in the land will be Yes, that is it. Krakow, take some of my flame. Invention tester. We've done this before. It's just a support device for exercise. Look at a pair of legs. Most worn by those with mobility can move swiftly like Krasos arrows. They can even leap the great distances. You won't need me to elaborate. I'm sure you can understand their value. Would you like to be images? I love testing things. Just your friendly kid. Don't worry. You don't take too much of your time. Data tells me that you might be the Chrysos there. Although I can't say for certain, at least your level of physical ability is very similar to them. Such a unique specimen is rare. Only 1 in 100 light calendar years. Kid, this is a good thing. You should also pay attention to rest and not push your body too hard. Look, this object is obviously familiar. And they don't claim your story is not responsible for product. It's the same as final. You think that's reasonable? Completely unreasonable. Rather obvious, is it? There's no big problem. I can patch that up for you. Of course, I know we can patch that up. I'm just mad. I get it if they were just some small private workshop. How can a legitimate store pull something like this? Let me ask you. If you ask me, those outlanders just don't know how human works. They sit around doing nothing and demand payment in installments. They give you 3 months after the pre-sale to pay the deposit. By the time you make the final payment, 6 months have slipped by. Even then, it'll still be 2 months before you even get what you asked for. If I have to wait, fine, I can deal with that. But they ask for an exorbitant price, the quality is rubbish, and they won't refund me. I don't care how novel and interesting they make their leg statues. About that kid Theodoros' place. We started with him. Just thinking about him makes me mad. He was a good kid, but he's picked up all those Outlanders' bad habits. You know about that Chrysos Air Dolia series? I like the look of them and wanted to order the Cavale Dolium for myself. Then he tells me I have to wait at least half a year for it. Do you think that's ridiculous? No need to get so worked up, but that series sold really well. You just can't keep up with it. Does some good work. This is like flavor texts, like we're getting backstory on the ceramic sculptor on the other side of town. Antique collecting shop stuff. Machiavelli. I have a little faith in all of them. A spray painting machine.
The peak of the sacred mountain shoulders the heavens.
Items in my book, excluding orders that haven't been read yet, and levels I bought multiple times, all of which are art pieces related to the Throne of Worlds. Including, but not limited to, statues, official seals, pottery, ceramic plates, frescoes, stone tablets, embroidery, tapestries. It's nothing to sneeze at. Every single one of them represents my piety and love for Cavalli. Proof of where I place my faith. Do I have too many? I don't think I've got enough. Look at how great that Titan is. It is mankind's first creation. And our final guardian. You see, isn't the reason that we're still able to live out such comfortable lives entirely Le Titan. A self-proclaimed, well-known master thief across Amphorius. They enjoy stealing treasures others are just about to obtain, and then vanishing into the void with their stolen goods. They tend to leave a coin of whimsy and mockery in the aftermath. The only thing that can punish them is Oronix's power. When you're a coin of whimsy, use the rewinding powers provided by Oronix's prayer upon the fissures the thief escapes through to get the spirit thief to come back. Press and hold to activate Oronix's prayer and rewind Spirit Thief's time to before they escaped. However, Spirit Thief will struggle valiantly within the special zone. While the Spirit Thief is in the special zone, you need to release the button and end the praying, and then press and hold when they are unprepared to bring the Spirit Thief to justice. Bart the porter. Look, I feel like the ground is spinning. I feel so sick. I'm just an old man. The priest said that I would go through an ordeal when I was 824 years old. Could this be the day? Child, you have the wrong man. I am not the infamous spirit thief Bartholos. My name is Old Bart, Emir Porter. I have come to move this chest on the orders of the Council Elders. We do indeed look similar. I can't understand how you could mistake us. Child, do you not believe me? I can understand that. Fortunately, you have plenty of time. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Like your looks, creation resources, shortcomings, this is a spirit for two to look at. Got your job. Back then, I was a lonely shade that roamed the wilderness. It was the elders that took me in, seeing that I was fast afoot and deft with my hands. They allowed me to take on the duty of Sam Porter Bridges? Why would there be a chest just sitting around waiting for you to open it in public place? Don't just blindly interfere with it because it is the property of the elders. You are going to cross the line of the citizens, so I rush to stop. The truth is clear as day. I put everything in work, and still you give an old man like me. Why don't you apologize to me all of a sudden? This life we live, is there anyone that isn't lying? Because I like to talk, and be the biggest spool in your chest. So, like, in a lot of ways, too, this world is experiencing sort of the same problem Bellowbog did, the very first world we went to, with the fragmentums swallowing up parts of the world around them and creating, like, null zones. Similarly, that's what's happening to the world outside of this city.
What's Dad talking about?
I think I found all the places to repair so far. Oh, what's this? Trojan horse. Ooh. Oh shit. We got a lot of fragments to find. One, two, three. We got 7 records, so 14 for the records. Large mysterious gift. Small mysterious gift. Veil bundle recipe. Droma steak. Criminal shield. Honey cake. Rough brew ambrosia. Dried sage lore fruit. Red soil feed. For the rest of the recipes. Eight records is 16.
so cute. I don't believe it. I miss Dad so much. Are you ready for the trial of Indigo?
Someone who enjoys breaking the rules. The rules must be broken. Rosy Celestial Maidens.
You ever tried the cold pool? You ever tried the cold pool?
Rosy Celestial Maiden. Just from this name. Oh, beautiful Celestial Maiden. How can I ever win your affection?
Snacks, plushies, and cute clothes.
Damius? Ominos? No, I don't know what you're talking about, friend. Right now, I only have the Rosy Celestial Maiden in my heart.
Dear citizens, please stop spreading images of unknown origins. Please wake up! The Rosy Celestial Maiden is a lie crafted by Zagreus as a prank. We should follow the lead of Lady Aglaya and not subject ourselves to such mind-numbing fantasies. Damionis, that explorer who thinks very highly of himself. I've heard of him, but have never met him in person. Others have said he's completely crazy.
Rosy Celestial Maiden, a world beyond the sky.
What's that commotion?
I want to be high up like that too.
This isn't gonna be good.
What are you folks going to do?
Stop chasing after me! Don't come any closer!
This guy's a straight up dingleberry.
He's running toward the Garden of Life. Give chase!
That guy barged into the Chrysos Heirs baths?
He was just shouting about the Rosy Celestial Maiden? Maybe we should go home to stay safe.
What's all this fuss? Can't a guy run his business in peace? Can't a guy run his business in peace?
Celestial Maiden! Celestial Maiden! I want to become a Celestial Maiden one day.
Shut up, dude.
Stop that nonsense! Be realistic.
Wow, a bunch of lighting bugs right there is weird.
Is that all?
You'll find the Paeans so far. Bastards reselling grove assets. These are sunken tree seeds that I regularly procure to see if they help with our wounds. Give me some. Knowledge only hurts my brain, sorry. She'll probably be a vendor later on.
Citizen, calm down. Don't do anything foolish.
This is the Garden of Life, the holy ground of the Bow of Rift. Are you trying to defile the gods?
Defile the gods? No, you guys are completely wrong. The wise Circes will be proud of me. Just watch. The wisdom of Circes should be shared equally by all. I, Explorer Damionis, shall put on these wings today and touch the sky, proving to everyone that a world beyond the sky exists.
Wings?
That's right. Right here, right now.
That is a giant flying amphora! You're going to fall to your death!
Ridicule me all you want. I shall prove myself and remove all doubts.
I think he is going to die. Clocky doesn't react. You think you can use a Pentacominian key to open any fully unlocked pod? That's wishful thinking. I think he's gonna die.
You two are the distinguished guests of Lady Aglaya?
My dear friends, I know that you must have your own reasons to hide the truth. I shall not make things difficult for you. But thank you for showing me the image from beyond the sky. Now I shall embark on this earth-shaking undertaking. Damionis always follows through on his words. Save your words of persuasion. I've made up my mind. My friend, your tone has betrayed you. I understand that you're trying to persuade me to stay.
Oh, I'm trying to persuade you not to
A
fucking
clever
die.
fool. That's how to describe people like him, right?
I'm almost moved by his persistence.
Save your words. Aquila, feel my wrath!
What did you just say?
So, I was right? You really are from beyond the sky? A pact? Ah, so that's why he called you distinguished guests of Aglaya.
Damionis, we're taking you in for an interrogation.
This is not going to go well. He learned something that he should never have learned. We can only hand him over to Lady Aglaya for judgment. Instead of worrying about his safety, perhaps you guys should worry about the impact of the rumors. Although no one believes what Damionis said about a world beyond the sky, the rosy celestial maiden has already spread everywhere. It's all right. I think there's only one thing you can do right now. Go to Varix Leo and share something even more interesting with him. That way, there's a chance that you can cover up the rumors. As for what happened earlier, you won't tell anyone else about it. So go now, brave heroes.
The intrigue deepens. Nymphs with blessings are everywhere in Euphorius. Approach and interact to collect the nymphs and bring their blessings to Did I not? Have I not already been doing this? The Garment Maker will begin deciphering the prophecy and may provide unexpected information to unknown surprises. So, Garment Makers beforehand are areas where nymphs can be found. If there are still nymphs to be found in the area, Memory Crystal Shard can be submitted to the Garment Maker to help locate them.
Customers, good early morning, late morning. Would you like to check out my merch? Look, I have this very popular artwork. Nikador battles the rosy celestial maiden. What do you think? Are you interested? Deal. Now this Nikador battles the rosy celestial maiden is yours. However, since you like this so much, would you like to take a look at another piece that I have? It's titled Finan and Pinan.
Pinan?
Rosy celestial.
To visit this mighty lion. Aren't you Akima's two new friends? The brave warriors from a faraway place. It's an honor to meet you. Didn't anyone tell you? I'm the far-seeing eye and all-hearing ear of Akima. I see and hear every single thing that happens in the streets and alleys of this place. Brave warriors, I'm afraid that I won't be able to help with that. Rumors? As long as the citizens like it, who cares about whether it's true or not? However, the way you two are trying to stop it from spreading further, could there be some other reason? How about sharing it with me?
Why are you so interested in the tea?
Don't be fooled by it. This lion loves engaging in gossip and rumors. A few days ago, when people were besmirching my tribe's honor, didn't you also turn a blind eye?
Isn't this Lord Mighty? How have you been lately?
The face of a lion, but the courage of a soulless hyena. You and your brothers will do anything for the sake of entertainment, even encouraging despicable acts such as fabricating history. There's no limit to how low you would stoop.
Could you call that a fabrication? At most, it's just a little reinterpretation, artistic reinterpretation.
Shut it. Do as they say. Otherwise, I'll turn you into iron dust with my bare hands.
You got it. I'll fix that right now. I assure all of you that from now on, you'll no longer hear the words Rosy Celestial Maiden.
It's gonna be something else.
Don't misunderstand. I'm just annoyed at that lion head. Also, Paean seems to think highly of you guys. If you were to be disposed of for such a trivial reason, his weak and fragile heart might not be able to bear it. Pray for the best, outsider. Pray that this farce has not reached the ears of Aglaya.
It's just one citizen.
Hey! Over here! We've been waiting for quite some time. Where have you two been? We've been waiting here for quite some time. Even our wings are tired. Wow, you guys are well informed. You even know about the World Round Web? Young people sure are full of energy. But it's been such a busy day. Where would we find the time to surf the web? What a strange thing to say. Anyway, let's go. I hope Aggie isn't annoyed from waiting too long.
I'm even taller than Kefali now.
wonder if it's possible. The way these games work, though, I don't think there's much beyond the invisible wall. It's not really exploring the boundaries. I think we're just falling away.
Is that all?
Just hearing this melody makes me feel better.
Look! The Gate of Infinity! It's very eye-catching, isn't it? That's where we met! Oh well! The past cannot be recreated! All we can do is follow the prophecy and move forward. Those are two different concepts. We can draw upon the power of the Veil of Evernight through prayer, and then salvage necessary items from the past for our own use. It isn't actually reversing time.
Goes against the laws of physics that we know of. Also dodge in this world. Even gods have to obey the underlying laws of the world. I'm still trying to understand it for us. We take photos later. Let's go and read the book.
Just hearing this melody makes me feel better.
Have you heard? It seems like all the rooms are full.
Aggie, we're back!
Thanks for your hard work. Is there any news from Trian?
Not yet, but we've already figured out where the deserters are headed to. With a little more time, we'll be able to track down the location of Castrum Kremnos.
Oh, he's that candid with the two of you. Castrum Kremnos, both Nikador's territory and their current abode, is a moving city-state enveloped in fog. Let's talk about something less serious for now. Would you mind giving the three of us some space, Treeby?
Of course. Hope you like this gift.
As Treeby mentioned, the both of you spared no effort in protecting the Holy City. I would like to present you with a gift in recognition of that. If you are to stay in Akima, you'll need a place to rest. This gift will address your troubles. Welcome to your private bath chamber.
I don't want to go back to the Astral Express anymore. Better than Penaconian Hotel? Indeed, it's spacious and the decor is great.
I'm glad that you're satisfied with the arrangements. Here, take some time and get to know your surroundings.
I'd love to go in and take a look.
It's on hard not to. I didn't see your shouting crowd. Oh god, good Dave. There's good shit buried in this. Bath in the train now, too. There's like a lot of bath references recently. I'm telling you, I'm sweaty.
Dust rain, it too shall fall.
Reach the end of the story.
Oh, finished exploring? I still have one last special gift for you. Come this way. I'll explain it to you.
What a premium sink. Is this a mini dream pool?
It's not your average wash basin. This ceremonial vessel belonged to the Chrysos heirs and is now my gift to the both of you. You have learned, to some extent, about the history of Amphorius and of the holy city Arkema. Now, I wish for both of you to witness the journey of the Chrysos heirs for yourselves.
Oh, are we gonna get an animation, man?
In ancient times, Fegusa, the Chalice of Plenty, concealed the beginning of the world amidst billowing waves. When the ancient ocean priests discovered that place, they used spirit water to build a barrier in order to prevent the site from being disturbed by external forces. However, they also left behind a passageway. That passageway is none other than the ceremonial basin in front of you. Clear yourselves of all distracting thoughts and wash your faces with the spirit water inside the basin. When you next open your eyes, you shall witness for yourselves the Vortex of Genesis, a great sanctuary that houses the original divinity of the 12 Titans. It's also the place where the prophesized miracle of Genesis will occur. For your first time, I shall personally guide you into the depths. Close your eyes and hold your breath. Sever all other sounds and let my whispers fill your ears. Take a handful of the pristine water. Lift your palms in front of your chest and feel the water gently flow away through your fingers. Sink deeper and do this once more. Submerge your wrists in the spirit water. Familiarize yourself with its temperature, its touch. Spread your fingers, then lower your head and search for the palms of your hands. Feel the spirit water flow against your face until all of your senses are submerged. Floating, sinking, diving into the depths. You now stand at the heart of this world. Now, I require your honesty.
That was coming.
This is no laughing matter. It's an interrogation. While the both of you were roaming the city, someone was paying attention to your every move. Unfortunately, you have broken your promises. The Holy City's fate is as fragile as thread. I must exercise prudence in order to eliminate sources of potential disaster. I will grant the both of you another chance to mend our broken trust. The golden thread shall judge on my behalf. If you're truthful, you will live. Else, you will perish.
We meet again, distinguished guests.
Castress will be your executioner. A reasonable request. It is indeed my oversight for failing to tell you everything in time. There have always been people in Amphorius who looked beyond the skies. Indeed, there used to be a usurper nation that spared no expense in constructing skyships with the desire to break through the blue sky and reach the stars. However, Aquila's divine punishment fell the instant the fleet of skyships took flight. An entire city-state, along with all of its subjects, was reduced to ash in that moment. It's not that Amphorius is unwilling to head toward the stars. Yet, anyone who even thinks about breaching the firmament would undoubtedly infuriate the gods, causing this land of the living to burn, and an entire nation of mortals to perish. The Eye of Twilight is only one example of this. This is forbidden territory which can never be ventured into.
You're saying that it's better to pretend it doesn't even exist instead. I mean, they're both the same answer.
Divine punishment has never been fair. As Akima's guardian, I must do the same. This is a world dominated by Titans, and that order can only be toppled by the Chrysos heirs. Therefore, the only thing that I can do right now is to ensure that the both of you remain devoted. 3 steps, Castress.
Yes, Lady Aglaia.
I shall ask you 4 questions. Dishonest answers will cause the golden thread to vibrate, while truthful responses will not affect the thread. The number of times that the thread trembles is the number of steps forward that the executioner will take. If she isn't standing behind you after all 4 questions have been asked and answered, the both of you will have passed this test. If she is, your journey will end
She's standing
here.
behind us now.
You'll fall asleep amid the warm embrace of flowers and feel no pain. That I can guarantee.
Well then, let us begin. Question 1. Outlanders, why have you come to Amphorius?
turn this place upside down. To solve the problems plaguing this world, to allow our journey to continue.
A truthful response. A step will not be recorded. Question 2. Outlanders, why did you lend your aid to Akima? No fluctuations detected. A step will not be recorded. Question 3. Outlanders, if the current situation changed dramatically, could you eventually point your blades at Akima and its citizens?
I use a baseball bat, not a blade.
A response that lacks embellishment. You have no misgivings about the friction or suspicion that your answer might cause. A step will not be recorded. Final question. Outlander. An unknown but surging power exists within your body. Are you willing to use it to aid the Chrysos heirs in slaying the gods? An angry threat, but one laced with uncertainty. You don't understand the power within your body either. A step will not be recorded this time. All 4 questions have been asked and answered. You have earned a second chance with your honesty. Both of you may continue to stay in Akima, and its citizens will continue to view you as distinguished guests. However, you must promise that today's farce will not occur again. Regardless of your choice, the Chrysos heirs will continue to follow the path in the prophecy. You may be a ray of hope that fell onto Anthorius. However, until all has been proven, you cannot be allowed to pose a threat to
Telling
Anthorius.
people in this world that there is more beyond the sky. Like, no one in this world can know that there's actually, like, all the other worlds, like, all of the rest of the galaxy. Like, they're existing in their own, like, little zone. And the majority of the people that are left on this planet are unaware that space travel is possible, because this whole world thinks that they're the only place in all of existence, and they have, like, it's like a Titan philosophy where the Titans created man, and then eventually, you know, man warred with the Titans, and now they're like at the last stages of their apocalypse, and this is like the last bastion of humanity. She's like sort of the queen lady that rules over this place and protects it. And she asked us to promise that we wouldn't tell anybody that there was actually things beyond the sky, like other worlds, that space exists. And unfortunately, we accidentally revealed it when somebody used our camera, used March 7th camera, and saw pictures from beyond the planet. So, but she failed to tell us in the beginning of our encounter that it was that important, that like that it's forbidden. If we stay, will you continue to monitor this? Or
For the Holy City, I am willing to bear all the traits that others despise and use every heartless yet effective trick in the book.
We cannot gain people's, no, if we cannot gain your trust, we'll depart. Euphorius isn't the only option for the nobles. Things don't have to end on a sour note
I
between us.
respect your decision.
Hold on! Please, wait a moment.
Finan?
Aglaya, as the first person to encounter them, I have some thoughts I would like to share regarding whether they can stay.
Do, speak your mind.
When I first met them in the Abyss, I was wary of them as well, and never let my guard down throughout our journey back to the Holy City. However, during the battle to defend Akama, we fought side by side numerous times. The look in someone's eyes in moments of life and death never lies. And I was able to detect the conviction in their eyes back then. That's why I was willing to put my life in their hands. Please believe a warrior's intuition. At present, Akama is desperate for aid, and I am loath to lose two allies just like that. Isn't this what Miss Casterus believes as well?
Yeah. I'm more willing to view death as a peaceful farewell than a punishment.
So 2 crisis heirs are willing to vouch for you. It seems my actions were too high-handed. Finan, will you fulfill your duty as host and look after our distinguished guests?
Well, I'm not good at formalities. I'll do my best.
Cass... Next time, I hope you will express your thoughts openly.
I will.
Now, it's time to welcome the newcomers to the Vortex of Genesis. As you both have chosen to trust these Outlanders, ensure they are adequately informed about the mysteries concealed within.
Sorry, should have gotten here earlier. Please, hear me out before you make up your mind.
This is another epically cool, location. Just check over here. That is pretty cool. It also vaguely reminds me of the black hole in Penacony. Ah, see, there was a chest. If you see this message on the teleslate, then congratulations. You've cleared the initial test for the enigmatic ceremony I named Golden Scapegoat. You might be already used to the various mysterious phenomena you've encountered in Forius. Just like the test you just completed, that thing appeared during the era Belisa period. It was seen as an ill omen and caused many uproars in the world, but as time went on, people gradually learned to ignore it. But if you're like me and wish to discover what secrets lay beneath the goat masks, whether there are powers beyond the Titans dominating our world, and what this world's secrets are according to Evocultism's teachings. Yeah, I was wondering about that. You did the training earlier. I didn't know if you were back to like a two session a day kind of thing. Golden Scapegoat alongside me to cover the grand mysteries. Also below. When you pass more challenges, you can find out how to contact me through the teleslate. This is gonna be Herta. pass more challenges, you can find out how to contact me through the teleslates. I don't actually want to repeat everything, but this cursed teleslate is too limited in function. Or maybe I just don't know how to use it. I can't manage to make it automatically message me when you finish the challenge. So I set a variable first. Please forgive me. It cannot be 1, but I promise it's not bigger than 5. When you finish your challenges at a few different spots, your teleslate will receive my personal information. This way, you can contact me in reality, if you wish. Sigh, dear friend, it's a shame that these teleslates aren't as good as seances. Pity I cannot perform such a thing, as I am not a priest. Such troublesome matters cannot be blamed on me. This is Herta. I hope we can uncover the secret behind the golden scapegoat. To those of like mind as I, you have claimed 4 golden scapegoat tokens. This makes me believe that you, like me, have a unique interest in them. My name is Avilius, as you might have guessed. My personal abilities are limited, and I am less than capable when it comes to discovering more secrets connected to the golden scapegoat. But you might be. Speaking clearly, I just so happen to know a tenured scholar in the Council of Elders. This senior academic helped me analyze some information regarding the golden scapegoat and also secretly installed this automatic transmission system in this goat head. It is said that the golden scapegoat system has a unique network strategy. Each time we complete a challenge, we'll hear ancient murmurs with different meanings. Though I can't tell them apart at all, the senior academic can indeed give different translations for each murmur. Of course, evil cultism believes miracles are more likely to be naturally occurring instead of human-made, and so there might not be an architect sending us messages from aeons past when it comes to the golden scapegoat. In fact, from the eyes of that senior, the golden scapegoat is more likely a fracture or a projection cast upon reality by some grand mystery. The rules behind it are the result of higher laws being compressed by reality. I think we're drifting off topic. Yeah, like we're in a simulated world that's been made real. I think we're drifting off topic. Anyway, no matter where you get those 4 tokens, the special functions designed in the teleslate by that academic are enough for you to hitch onto the system and let you receive the details I'm inputting here. As I've mentioned, my name is Avilius. If you ask people around the Kefale Plaza, you will be able to find me. You who share our ambitions, I shall anticipate your arrival there. Trying to risk morning kickboxing, but I've been slacking more on this jiu-jitsu classes, trying to get back into it, plus we're sparring tonight. Oh yeah, why not? It's good that you, I find, like I said earlier, it seems to be like a very popular form of martial arts right now. And it's like a little different than some of the other ones. Like jiu-jitsu requires like a little bit more commitment.
I swear by the honor of the Chrysos heirs here, that your lives were never in danger. Before the interrogation started, Miss Castor has already sent a message to me, hoping that I would stop Aglaya.
Only a select few can sway Lady Aglaya, and Lord Finon is one of them.
Aglaya. She has long sealed her heart in ice for Akima's sake.
Oh, she has a heart sealed in ice.
Maybe this is the price of being a demigod. Standing among mortals, yet still so far from them.
Demigod? Oh, the Chrysos heirs are demigods, huh? We're getting definite, like, there's like a whole lot of influence in this world. From like Warcraft kind of design feel to like Elden Ring components.
One more thing to explain. Let's not worry about that for now. You'll soon find out that Amphorius' deepest secrets are all hidden here. Well, first, kindly look upward. What you see right now is the astral zodiac of the Vortex of Genesis. divided into 12 parts that record the flame-chased journey of the Chrysos heirs. The 12 vacant signs symbolize the 12 titans of Amphorius, while each illuminated constellation represents one core flame that mankind has restored to its rightful place. The generations before us paid a heavy price for that. The journey of the Chrysos heirs once faced immense hurdles and made no progress for a very long time. It was Aglaya and Trevi who rallied the Chrysos heirs from all over the world once again, leading us to re-embark on this prophesized journey.
And they are the only 2 demigods in the Holy City.
While Trevi, Trian, and Trinon are 3 individuals, I suppose they're considered one single divine essence. In the past, the Titans were the pillars of the world. Yet the prophecy's revelation is that these 12 pillars must be shattered and the world's order reconstructed. But here's the problem. After the fall of the old gods, someone must hold up the broken pillars and fill the vacant seats until the coming of the miracle of Genesis. Otherwise, the entire world will collapse before the prophecy comes true. Aglaya and Trevi have already laid their own gods to rest, making them now both human and divine, as well as the bearers of Amphorius' fate. Bringing down the Titans, retrieving the core flames, and filling the vacant seats. This is the mission of the Chrysos heirs, and I'm following in the footsteps of those 2.
Mission? Huh.
When it comes to the 12 Titans, no words can describe them more vividly than the whispers within the constellations. Why not step forward and listen to them for yourselves? Move closer, listen carefully, and you may just catch the whispers echoing in the void. How about you start with the Lance of Fury, and the voice of Nikador?
Chrysos heirs, demigods. Is what's written in the prophecy truly Amphorius' only possible fate? Sorry, I was just thinking out loud. Please, step closer and listen to the voices of the Titans.
Listen to the voice of Constellation. The stellar shrine of the Titans contained 4 major quadrants. 3 Titans of calamity. They were born of peace and led tranquility into chaos. They guided destruction and survival of all things. Press to switch to the next column. Just to peek at the secrets of the Titans. Nikador is the Titan of strife and competition. According to the mythology of the Chrysos heirs, they declared war on the gods and cast the world into endless strife. However, battle also took its toll on the war god. Its divine corpus was corroded by the black tide, and they fell into endless madness. As their rage and ambition were never quelled, their Titan-kin legion still roams the land, waging war against imaginary enemies. Nikador is a noble warrior that wears pure white sacred armor. Legend has it that the Lance of Fury that they wield can raise even the most powerful and prosperous city to the ground. Their bloodthirsty temperament has also made them a god of blood and sacrifice. Warriors gather under them and yearn to follow Nikador into war and achieve an honorable death. Their disciples built a fortress known as Castrum Cremnos that brings turmoil and fear to the world, much like their god. There was once a time when this war god was also the symbol of protection, using extreme violence to extinguish strife and using war to maintain the balance of Amphoreas. Coin of Whimsy, Zagreus. The core flame of trickery has been returned. Zagreus is the titan of lies and fortune. According to the mythology of the Chrysos heirs, their entry into the pantheon was a complete accident. They once stole Ministra's seat and disguised themselves as Ministra to be worshipped. The true Zagreus is often depicted as a two-faced god who is both smiling and crying. That's like, what is it? Aha. The Aeon Aha. Its two parts are much like the coexistence of lies and truth in the world. One cannot exist without the other. Zagreus has no interest in fulfilling their divine duties. They love to cause divisions in the paths of the gods and play tricks to sow chaos and disorder. They do not have their own altars or temples either. This is because even Zagreus' disciples would not worship such a god. Thus, they have become the god of the poor and the unremarkable. Legend states that they often appear in barren desert areas to provide people with unpredictable opportunities and change. Before setting out on a long journey, people would often curse the name of Zagreus to reduce the chances of them encountering thieves or ill fortune. They would also offer prayers in times of suffering in the hopes of everything suddenly turning around. This is precisely the reason that they are tolerated. Nothing is perfect, and no truth remains eternal. Change and carelessness can be fatal, but they can also be a savior in a critical moment. I feel like the pantheon of these 12 are like mirroring the Aeons. Hand of Shadow, Thanatos. Thanatos is the titan of death and annihilation, and no one knows their true form, for the dead cannot relay legends to the living. It is said that their touch causes flowers to wither, soil to crack, metal to corrode, and flesh to turn to ashes, everything shrouded in thick darkness and disintegrating into luminous fragments. Though the Chrysos heirs consider themselves demigods by blood, they cannot escape the inevitable fate of organic life, which is death. The river of souls seeks out death and forms a path to the underworld across the barren fields. So, like the Elysian fields and the river Styx in Greek mythology. When war claims too many lives and souls have nowhere to rest, the tides of the river of souls surge onto the land, with Thanatos steering a ship to claim the wealth of the deceased and guide them to the afterlife. They are believed to be second in justice only to Talenton, as they take the excess from the gods without robbing the deceased of the assets they need to reach the afterlife. As night falls upon the world, death and darkness become the rulers of Amphoreas. An unknown black tide rises in great waves, swallowing the mortal realm and shattering the balance between the nether realm and the living world. The wandering spirits and monsters across many battlefields trapped between life and death seem to signify that even Thanatos, the keeper of death, is powerless before this force. Yeah, see, this is like, a lot of this stuff mirrors what went on in our very first experience in the game, which is when we went to Belobog, and we had the Fragmentum, which was part of their Stellaron disaster, right? And the world is healing there as the game has gone on and time has passed. But the Fragmentums were the sections of the world that were swallowed by what you could consider to be the Black Tide. Three Titans of Foundation. Pillar of Stone, Giorios. The core flame of Earth has been returned. Giorios, the Titan of Earth, the skies and the seas were also born of their dormant breath. Chrysos air mythology believes that every mountain range was once a physical manifestation of the Earth Titan, that they are the largest, gentlest, and most benevolent Titan that protects the mortal world. Legend states that when the Black Tide descended, their mountain peaks raised and caused huge ravines to open up. They were split into pieces and unable to ever reawaken. Giorios is also the god of agriculture and history. They gifted their body to the Titans to become the cornerstone of the creation of life. When death and famine raged, they ignored the wrath of Circes and shared knowledge of agriculture with the people of the world. This knowledge stuck with the Amphoreas for millennia. People often use the hourglass to commemorate this benevolent deity, not wishing for any kind of compensation. Georios has always been silent in the face of the praise of mortals. The mountain dwellers and dromuses of Amphorius are all creations of Georios. The clumsy Titan never quite grasped the finer points of creation and always made their creations far too big. However, at the same time, their creations also absorb Georios' natural disposition to become tacit and kind. If there were anything that could send such a Titan into a rage, it would be foolish actions such as damaging the earth or crops. It's like any kind of fiction. I have been enjoying the game, you know, because it is story rich. And there's been a lot, like, we've explored, like, a lot of themes of the human condition in this game, right? We've looked at death, we've looked at loss, we've looked at birth, we've looked at, you know, victory and loss and defeat. Like, there's been a lot of exponential, like, introspection on the human condition as we've played this game. It's pretty crazy if you really peel it apart like an onion. But it's like, you know, it is about the journey too. So they've gone heavy on giving us stuff to enjoy as we go along. The core flame of the ocean has already been returned. Fagauza is the Titan that controls oceans and storms, as well as the master of honey brew and banquets. They are capable of freely moving bodies of water across any part of Amphorius as they please. According to mythology, they are a capricious and pleasure-obsessed god that sees the oceans as their place of alcoholic revelry. They have an eternal rivalry with the Earth Titan Georios, with no hope of making peace. That being said, Fagauza also bears the duty of washing clean the filth of the world. Baths that have received the benediction of the Titan are able to not only clean the body of impurities, but can also cleanse the wounds of the soul. They have become an irreplaceable joy in the lives of Amphorius people. At the same time, Fagauza is also the god of banquets and drunkenness, like Bacchus. They passed on the art of brewing to humanity and taught them the first songs and dances with the ocean breeze and waves. In the baths and banquet halls of Amphorius, people often sing and imbibe as a ritual dedicated to the mother of the oceans. Fagauza enjoys roaming the mortal world. They appear in the waves of the ocean and the deluge of the rivers, in the goblets of banquets to bring song, dance, and laughter. It is said that Fagauza will occasionally appear around long-distance sailing ships and invite their Titankin to feast alongside the sailors. The only problem is, after every banquet, the intoxicated Titan will whip up huge waves and keep the sailors awake through the night. Aquila, the Titan of the sky, celestial bodies, and the cycle of day and night, is the largest of the Titans. They reside above the heavens of Amphorius, encompassing and watching over the entire world. In most legends, Aquila's pride does not obscure their kindness. They gaze upon humanity, warming the earth and bringing down life-giving rain. However, they can also transform into a most fearsome calamity, harshly punishing any who dare to overcome the sky. So Aquila protects the planet from anybody ever escaping. In the Tales of Amphorius, Aquila is depicted as a colossal sky bird with 100 eyes. When their eyes open, light fills the world, and when their eyelids fall, darkness envelops the land. In the war against the Calamity Titans, many of Aquila's eyes were blinded. This is why many city-states in Amphorius are now shrouded in eternal night. Aquila is also the god of creation and invention, credited with creating the mechanical beasts scattered across the land. Engineers and mathematicians frequently pay homage to this 100-eyed deity, hoping to receive inspiration and enlightenment from their blessings. Throne of Worlds, Cathali, is the omniscient, omnipotent god of the original creation that holds up the skies. It is said that they were once a monarch that sat atop the throne, but now they are the god that bears the dawn device. Everyone in Okima is able to see their great fall. Kefele was born from the combination of lightning bolts in the sky striking the spine of the earth. They were then given the duty of the creation of life. The first humans of Amphorius were created in Kefele's own image and given life. Kefele loved these tiny beings so deeply that their majestic figure would always remain in the mortal world to accompany them. Chrysos heirs believe that Kefele is the symbol of deliverers and heroes. They are the father of all heroes and the form that all deliverers will eventually take. It is said that Kefele abandoned their throne over all worlds just to become a ray of light for the people of Okima. There is a romantic legend that circulates through the holy city. When the world is in crisis, Kefele will once again open their eyes and lead the people to victory against the Black Tide to create the heavens and earth once more. So if he's the original one, he could have been one of the Aeons that fled from the outside world. When we talk about how they're dead gods, they are the Astral Expresses following the trail, but in the galaxy there are several dead gods already. And then one or two that went off into obscurity. This could be one of the gods that either died or went into obscurity and then recreated the experience, but in one sole place, like one world, and then didn't go back out into the galaxy. But at some point here, we're going to reconnect with Herta as well, because Herta opened that big portal at the very end of the last story, right? Which was like the big reveal. It was like the stinger as they were shutting down the space station and Astra was leaving. Herta opened and unlocked that big portal and then stepped through. And it was like the real Herta, not the puppet Hertas. So somehow this is all going to reconnect. And I forget which path Herta followed, so it could be Herta's Aeon or Herta's God that's here. Kefele was born from the combination of lightning bolts from the strike striking the spine of the earth. They were then given the duty of creation of life. Yes, okay. It is said that Kefele abandoned their throne. Right. Yeah, it's okay. Chrysalis of gold, Minister. The core flame of romance has already been returned. Minister is the titan that symbolizes beauty and love. Their appearance is often illustrated as a beautiful and exclusive butterfly, with golden patterns carved into their wings. They and their Titan King pursue beauty in the world, weave it into the golden thread, spin the romances of humankind, and grant everyone in Amphorius love and affection. Legend states that Minista fell in love with the reason Titan Circes. They sat under the giant tree for a long time, endlessly confessing their love to the Titan. But Circes never responded. Minista passed away crying, tears of blood and a rose were born from their golden cocoon as a humanoid figure. Covering themselves with their broken cocoon, they set out on a journey around Amphorius with the blessings of their kin. Finally, Minista returned from their adventures with the love of family, friends, and true love gathered from the world, wove them into their golden chrysalis alongside their body and heart, and gifted them to Circes. In the arms of their lover, they were reborn in the chrysalis of gold. Ever since this moment, the butterfly and tree have been inseparable and dependent on each other for survival. Today, shadows of the past are cast across ancient ruins. These shadows that drift like scattered veils carry memories of the past. They are legacies that must not be lost. The divine powers of Minista gather those threads and weave them together, one by one, to reveal destiny and prophecies.
So, loca.
Bower of Rift, Circes. Circes is the master of wisdom, intellect, and vegetation. They wield authority over ecologies, knowledge, and rationality, and people offer to them as the hermit in search of wisdom, over fertilities. Okay, nature is Circes' courtyard, also their library. They allow people to study and rest there, and convey their knowledge to the ignorant tirelessly and generously. It is under their guidance that civilization and cities began in Amphorius. Circes graces the world in the form of a grand and holy tree, where they take root, vegetation sprouts to become a mix of forest, and here scholars walk by their side, enlightened in reason and thinking and debate, creating courts in search of new learning. They also gifted a seed to Kefele, allowing it to become the Garden of Wisdom, and allowing scholars to seek the Titan's wisdom even if they stand far from the holy tree. Circe's power infuses every last plant in Euphorius, from branches and vines to the very leaves themselves. In accordance with the pact they struck with Georgios, they mediate life, allowing the green and soil to be in perfect balance. Upon accepting their blessing, the plant life can also gain the rationality to debate humans. This warns people to remain humble, for the truly wise might be the quiet ones around you. We are going to experience talking plants. Sentient talking plants are on the horizon. Like the plant on the space station that we forgot to keep watering. That really just reminded me of shit from a year and a half ago. In the very beginning of the game, there was the plant that you could give the 5-face ice cubes to. And I just kind of stopped going back to the plant after a while. Shit. I wonder what that led to. I probably didn't follow that quest all the way to its fruition. Janus is the Titan of passages and roads. They know the existence and ends of all paths. Janus' power can open the doors of all broken worlds, create non-existent paths, and point to unseen directions. Janus is the god most revered by humanity amid the 3 fate titans. Compared to the shapeless Talenton and the silent Oryx, they are more willing to guide humans. They are also the first god that woke from chaos in myths. They created roads and connected cities. The passages that Janus rules over are not just doors humans traverse through, but also the path that connects destiny. They reveal fate through prophecies and point the way forward for humanity. Janus made countless roads as well as countless choices. They guide humans to the correct path, so mankind will avoid the destiny of confusion. It is also due to the vow between Janus and Thanatos that the souls of the dead can be ferried towards the next life at the end of all things. However, per the laws created by Talenton, blessings come hand in hand with curses. Very few are aware that the god of doors is also the god of isolation and imprisonment. Yeah, they each have their own voice. Scale of Justice, Talenton, core flame of law has been returned. Talenton is the Titan of law and justice. They rarely appear in the mortal world in physical form, and there are almost no records of them in legend. People often say that they are the rules of destiny, the law of all things, and the divine retribution for violation of such rules and laws. Talenton is seen as the manifestation of justice. They uphold the taboos and the boundaries of Euphorius and lay down logic and laws for all things. They created balance coins to ensure that all transactions are equivalent exchange. They maintain the balance of the world. Any action that would damage these laws would be subject to retribution. Just as a scale that never tilts, all things must be free of excess. If one wishes to obtain life, if one wishes to obtain, they must first lose. If one wishes to obtain, they must first lose. If you wish to receive the benedictions of this Titan, you must pay a cost. Some people even end up being transformed into terrifying monsters. For this reason, the gods often view them as mediator of strife. When a dispute between Titans cannot be resolved, only their judgment is to satisfy their kin. Talenton is bound to Euphorius with strict laws and themselves with an equally strict vow to never allow for favoritism or injustice. They and their disciples act according to this vow, sentencing those who break their vows or violate boundaries to punishment, even if the subject of this judgment is another Titan.
Scuba.
Veil of Evernight. Onyx. Onyx is the Titan of time and night. Before the first dawn created by Aquila, the world was caged in the purest darkness. When the borders and day and night were separated. The young Onyx jolted awake from the newborn concept of time, heading towards the outer reaches of Euphorius alone. There they materialized at the Evernight Vale and henceforth remained far from humanity, quietly spending their time managing the fabric of time. In the myths told by the Chrysosaurs, Onyx is the most secretive Titan, akin to the bottomless darkness itself. Artists are thus entranced by the Titan, because the scintillating dots of the light in the night sky can awaken one's desire to understand a place within themselves. As the Titan with mastery over time, Onyx supports all past, present, and future of this world, allowing for the circulation of all things. They also collect many eroded memories to prevent them from being forgotten. Ooh, much like the Garden of Recollection. Onyx's priests can evoke incredible miracles with their secret rituals capable of bringing in the past to the very present, and they can gain oracles of the future from their Titan through the echoes across the Evernight Vale. Alright, so there you go. That's the pantheon of the Titans in this world, which in a lot of ways seemingly very much mirror the Aeons, the gods of the outside world, the galaxy that we're technically from, and technically where this place exists. But they are unaware of the outside, so it's like sort of like Belobog when we first started playing the game and we went to the ice world. They didn't know there was anything beyond. I mean, they had an idea and they knew there was more beyond the world, but they were locked in their own disaster, and they lacked the ability to communicate beyond the disaster because the world was sort of stuck in the deep freeze that the Stellaron was causing, and the rest of the system, or the rest of the galactic system there, had kind of forgotten about them. They thought there was like mass extinction on the planet, so the rest of the galaxy just kind of was like, oh, everybody died there, forget about them. But this seems very much like we're getting a lot of mirrors to what's already been. So, but yeah, we've got a lot to go here, so I guess like this is going to be the next couple of 3.0 is going to be kind of a long thing. So activated constellations, 6 out of 12. So we're going to have 6 constellations that we need to work towards unlocking, or core flames, which we'll need to put to rest, which basically means there's 6 Titans we need to kill. Or not kill, but defeat. Enter title bounty. Obtain celestial ambrosia via completing Tailblaze missions and others. In the exploration of Amphoria, celestial ambrosia can be obtained through various means, such as completing Trailblaze missions, adventure missions, world missions, creation nymphs, and teasers of Varric's Lake. Dissolve the celestial ambrosia in order to raise the offerings level to gain rewards. Alright, so this is the currency for getting this world's prizes. Wishful resin, shadow of remembrance. Oh, only 2 more offering levels to go? Okay. How curious. It appears that you just have to bring Celestial Ambrosia back here next time to get something nice. Splash, splash, the sounds of the rage reach your ears once again.
I'm so parched.
Can water be trouble? Creepy.
Ambrosia?
It is 2 o'clock. And as much as I do want to keep going, we have been going for 5.5 hours. But this has been a very immersive world building experience.